For years, we've watched one young man accomplish the impossible. We've watched him grow up right before our eyes. We've seen goals set and records fall. And now this young man makes the decision that will propel him into the future. Be there with us live this Sunday at 2 p.m. on WKSN as Travis Perry reveals his college choice. For years, we've watched one young man accomplish the impossible. We've watched him grow up right before our eyes. We've seen goals set and records fall. And now this young man makes the decision that will propel him into the future. Be there with us live this Sunday at 2 p.m. on WKSN as Travis Perry reveals his college choice.
Exciting day to be in line. It's a great day, and welcome each of you here. As we begin, I want to just start out by just saying a few things about Travis and about Lyon County High School. Lyon County High School, over the past decade plus, has had many of our graduates go on to make that next step for college athletics. Many times we know where that path is leading. One example of that is Colin Brown, our 2016 state golf champion from here. We knew he was going to Lexington, joining Coach Craig there. Oftentimes we have students that are making tough decisions on college from an academic standpoint. After all, Lyon County is a top 10 high school in academics, as ranked by the Kentucky Department of Education. So every year we've got kids making tough decisions. But we're proud of that. We're proud of our kids that go on for great things. As we talk about Travis today, I want you to understand it's been a lot of fun seeing top-tier coaches come through the front door of Lyon County High School. They've come here to recruit Travis, to visit with him, because they know he's a special player, but even more importantly, they know he's a special young man. He exemplifies what it means to be a student athlete. Now, I have to share a quick story with that. Just recently, his ACT score is already pretty high. Higher than the superintendent's, I have to admit that. But nonetheless, on Saturday morning, he rolls in here, takes the ACT one more time in hopes of doing just a little better. And it's that kind of pursuit of excellence on the court and off the court that sets him apart from others. So I'm so proud of Travis. Looking forward to seeing his decision today. And I know he gives a great deal of credit and respect to his coaches, his teammates there. But Travis, we want you to know Lyon County loves you, we support you, and we will always be beside you. Again, we look forward to today, and at this time I'll turn the mic over to Ms. Barron Clayton, voice of the Lions.
Thank you all so much. I'm so honored and grateful to be here today and say a few words about Travis, and not just Travis, but his teammates, which are truly his brothers and his whole family. It's been an absolute honor and privilege these now 6 years that I've been able to be here to broadcast these games, and these guys have taken us to heights not only dreamed of, but beyond that is how great of a human being Travis and his teammates are. They have great coaches, they have great mentors, great family, great parents, grandparents, and uncles and siblings that have led them along the way. But these are guys here that have made you proud to be a Lion. Beyond the accolades of the near 4,500 points and thousands of threes and free throws and steals and assists and all the records in the near 30-win seasons, beyond that is, again, how great of a human being that Travis is. And I know that no matter what the decision is today, it's going to be the right decision for him, his family, and for this community to support him wherever he may go, one of these 5 schools that is in front of us here today. So I will not delay any further at this time. I'd like to welcome to the stage Travis Perry and his family.
Yeah, on my far left here, we got Brady Shoulders, Jack Reddick, 2 of my teammates for as long as I've been playing basketball. Then we got my little brother Parker, my dad Ryan, my mom Jamie, my sister Lily, my younger sister Maddie, and then my girlfriend Caroline. So got a pretty big group up here.
And it's a very strong and special supporting cast you have with you. Before we get to this decision, you were down to just 5 schools: Alabama, Ole Miss, Cincinnati, Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. As you went through this recruiting process, what was it about these 5 schools that ultimately separated yourselves and landed in this final 5?
Yeah, it was really about the relationships I'd built with them and kind of just I mean, who they were, their style, and how they kind of made me feel and how I felt like I could kind of fit in their systems. That was the main thing. You know, when you're making the decision, you want to go somewhere that you feel like you can have an impact and go where you'll be happy, and that was what kept these 5 schools there.
All right, Travis, you didn't get to this point all by yourself. You've had all those people up there helping you along the way and many, many more. So we'll give you this time now to just thank and acknowledge all these people who have helped you along this journey.
Yeah, I've got a pretty long list. I want to start off by thanking everyone here. I mean, this is a huge crowd here for something like this, so I want to have everybody here and thank you for coming to support me today. It means so much to myself, my family, to have the support of everyone in the community. It's been constant throughout our whole journey. I want to thank God for allowing me to have the opportunity to play the game I love. You know, there's been countless blessings that I've had that I know that no earthly person could give me, so that's the main thing. And then I want to thank my mother for being such a godly figure. I know she's prayed for me. She's probably been more stressed about this than anyone, praying for me through it all. I want to thank my family for the support they've given me over the years. You know, lots of time in basketball. It's a difficult process. Things can go wrong, but the family's always been a constant source of support. They've been there to pick me up no matter what the challenge was. I know they're always my biggest fans and love me. I want to thank especially my dad. He's always believed in me and been my biggest supporter no matter what. He's loved me through everything. And his dedication, taken out of his life to dedicating to my basketball life, has been incredible. I want to thank all my coaches and teammates, administrators, and fans at Lyon County. You know, this community is unlike any other community. We have great people all around, and that's kind of what drives our athletes and our people in the community to do the best that we can. I want to especially thank Coach Tom for always rebounding for me. You know, he's rebounded thousands of shots for me. That's something special to me. I want to thank my Indiana Elite coaches and teammates. I've enjoyed playing with all of them, and Coach Mark has put me on a path that no one else could. And I especially want to thank Jack and Brady. They're up here with me. I've been blessed to play basketball with them and really do life with them since 2nd grade, and that's been I would not be in the position without them, and I'm very grateful for both of them. And I want to thank all the schools and the coaches that have spent countless hours recruiting me. That's something that not everybody gets to experience, and it's been really special to me to build those relationships. Like throughout this process, I've been able to form these lifelong relationships and friendships with some of the best basketball minds, but more importantly, the best people on the planet. And so I want to thank every coach for believing in me. You know, my whole life I've worked hard and dreamed of playing college basketball. I spent countless hours in the gym trying to chain this dream. But today I finally get to make that dream a reality, and I will be playing college basketball at the University of Kentucky.
Look at Chrissy. She unzipped her jacket too.
You know, there was a lot of things. You know, obviously being a Kentucky kid from Kentucky, that dream is always there. But, you know, it was more than that. It was the opportunity to go in and something. I feel like Kentucky has the best fans in the world, so just being able to play in front of those fans and have the opportunity to keep doing that is something really special to me.
You're the all-time leading scorer in Kentucky high school history. You're a homegrown kid. What does it mean to you to go play, suit up for the Wildcats?
Yeah, like I said, it means the world to me to have that opportunity. You know, we've played in Rupp a few times in the state tournament, and it's just a different feeling when you walk out there and get to play in that gym. So to be able to call that my home and play for the next few years is really incredible. Yeah, it played a big role. You know, ever since I first visited campus, you know, he kind of welcomed us in and made us feel like family. It was always like we were already a part of the team and already a part of the Kentucky family, and that's something that's been big. You know, having that relationship with him and knowing that you're playing for a guy that really values you.
All right. Well, I know you got a lot of people there wanting to celebrate with you. The last question: what will you be bringing to the Kentucky?
Yeah, the main thing that I want to bring is a lot of heart. A guy that plays the game of basketball the right way and goes in to win. You know, like I've said many times, the coaches that you play for really have their career based on winning. So just going in there and being a guy that can come in and help winning. You know, playing for the state of Kentucky, like I said, you want to go in there and help Kentucky win. So that's the main thing.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Travis, and good luck to you this season at Lyon County. I know you guys have your eyes getting back up for a state championship. We look forward to watching you with your high school team, but also, more importantly, good luck to you in your career with the Kentucky Wildcats, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, Travis Perry, team number 6.
Are there any questions now?
Aaron, you can open up the question.
All right, once again, everybody, big round of applause for Travis Perry. Again, I know everybody's going to be up here to celebrate with Travis. Again, you're going to have that opportunity to do so. I just want to give you a few reminders. Meet the Lions. That's coming up this Saturday night. We hope that you can be here at Jason White Gym this Saturday, 7 p.m. We'll also have various scrimmages starting this week for the Lions. And the Lady Lions also had a great scrimmage last week against Muhlenberg County. Hope you can come out and see them here very soon, as well as the Lions will be at Murray 7 on the 16th. And they'll also be going back to Martin County for the Zip Zone Classic. But don't forget, opening night of the season here at Jason White Gym, a great doubleheader Tuesday night, and that will be coming up that first week, Tuesday the 28th. The ladies will be taking on Webster County at 6, and the boys will be taking on Vienna, Illinois at 7:30. Again, thank you so much for being out here today, but most importantly, thank you, Travis, and thank you, guys, coaches, and you fans. Again, you make Lyon County what it is today. We are so honored to be a part of this. Whether you were born here, raised here, or just got here because of basketball, you are all so welcome here, and we're grateful for your presence here today. I know Travis and his family is very grateful as well. We love you. We thank you for your time, your commitment to this team and this community, and we know only great things are coming ahead for you. And for that matter, I guess all we can say is go Big Blue.
Thank you. I think they asked questions.
Is there anything else?
Good. Just questions. Good. We can take questions.
If that will be it, again,
We
you
can-
can all stay
we
here.
can do questions if
Yeah,
they
we're
want to
gonna
do
do
questions.
question and
Yeah.
answers real quickly. Does anybody from first one of our media outlets here on the stage have any more questions? Anybody have any more questions? All right. Anybody from the crowd have a question?
I don't know.
Okay. We have no more questions at this time. Again, you're feel free to either leave or hang around with us here. Drive home safely. Goodbye and God bless.
Hopefully, I'm sorry if I didn't sound great, man. I want to make sure that they got safe. You know me. I get to interview you all season long. So
Well, what do y'all think?
Not gonna lie, I was pretty confused on which half was which.
yeah, well, the Ole Miss.
I couldn't tell.
Of course, my stream died as soon as I came up here. That's why I sit on the floor and hold my phone up. The internet in yours.
Thank you.
You take care. Good to see you, sweetheart.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Jason, great to meet you.
Mom,
Big sissy. Congrats to you too, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
I'll be down there to see you. I need to fall from. I get a milkshake down there and everything.
Yeah,
You give me one for the game, I can meet you there.
Yeah.
And I enjoy watching y'all, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this season now this year.
I know. 3 more days.
Yeah.
Hello, Ron. Yeah, 3 more days.
Yeah. Good luck to y'all, man.
Thank you. Thank you. They couldn't get a hold of the coach. Yeah, Travis was trying to call the coach. Dude, you know what I'm talking Do what?
Those of you still online on WKSN YouTube, thank you for joining us today. Stand by. I'm trying to get Tom. We're going to try to interview some of the guys here for a second, and then obviously we'll try to get Travis. There's 1,000 people here. That will probably be saved for later. Please, if you would, go ahead and if you can like the stream, like it, subscribe. I'm not sure of my proper settings here, but we're looking live here at the post-game show, if you will, of the Travis Perry signing. If you're just tuning in, going to the University of Ken, short but sweet ceremony. He had all his family there. It was pretty cool to be a part of. Mickey Blue. Sorry, we were interrupted by a phone call. But Tom is going to try to get some guys to come by and get some quick interviews.
All righty, Chad. Of course, you know, we know now what the decision is. Travis Perry will be going to the University of Kentucky. And, you know, congratulations to him on that decision. We're going to bring him up here in just a minute. We'll have him on camera. And as I told him, I said, hey, I'm going to catch you here in a second. But the big thing is that he has made the decision that he's comfortable with, that is right for him. And that is the most important thing, regardless of whether you're a fan of one of these other teams. Travis made the decision that is for Travis. And, you know, we congratulate him on that. And that's what we wanted to see, was him make that choice himself. But any of these other guys, I might get some of these guys to come up. If y'all want to come up. But we will have Travis. Of course, he's right behind me here. And, of course, everybody knows Jack Reddick. I've already interviewed him today. And Brady Shoulders. Yep, you're on video. You're live. You're live on the West Kentucky Sports Network.
Let's get it.
Guys, y'all's thoughts on Travis's decision today?
I mean, it's awesome. I support him in any way. He's worked so hard for this, and I'm very proud of him.
We know that he's just going to go up to Kentucky, and he's definitely going to go up there and work his butt off. So he's going to go up there and give it his best shot.
Now, of course, you guys have been teammates forever. You guys were little bitty. I've seen pictures of y'all in lower grades and things like that. What is your thought on his work ethic, him as a player, and how that's going to work for him at Kentucky?
I mean, his work ethic is unmatched. I mean, nobody works as hard as him. He's going to do good at Kentucky just because he's going to work so hard. He's going to outwork everybody.
I got you, Chad. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, he stays in the gym. I mean, he has a gym at his house, so I mean, it's kind of hard for him not to. But I mean, he just loves the game of basketball, and it's going to take him a long ways.
Now, would you call him a gym rat?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
So now we would be remiss. You guys work out, and I want to make sure that we mention everything that Corey does for you guys at Lake Barkley CrossFit, because you guys all work out there. And your thoughts on how important that has been for Travis in his career.
They were actually talking about that picture up there. I mean, they were talking about taking the picture down because, I mean, he don't look anything like that last year. I mean, he's really bought into the lifting weights, and, I mean, his body's really transformed, and it's just really cool to watch.
Now, that was one of the things that I noticed at Media Day when we took all y'all's photos. All y'all have gotten more buff. I mean, of course, I think you're jumping higher than you ever did, and I know he is. So, I mean, this is a team this year that's going to jump out of the gym.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready for it.
And anything that you guys want to say to the folks watching?
Thank you guys for your support all year, and we're looking forward to a great year.
Hopefully y'all became Kentucky Wildcat fans.
There you go. So appreciate you guys coming over.
Thank you.
And as always, man, appreciate everything that you do. But like I said, I'm going to try and grab him here. He's got a lot of folks around him. And Chad, swing camera over there. People see him. Of course, right now he's talking to the Boones. Of course, many of you guys know Anna Boone from up at Crittenden County. And he was over talking with her there. So we'll try and grab him here in a minute and get him in here on the camera. But if I know he's got to talk to WPSD, so he's going to talk to them first, and then we'll have him over here. Let me try to catch maybe his dad or something and bring him on. But yeah, I'll grab him. And I'll have him up here just say. But Gravy here, got you on West Kentucky Sports Network.
Up,
man, how happy are you with this decision that he's made today? Of course, everybody saw your expression when he announced it, and you know, I know in talking to you that it's a pretty exciting day for you too as a dad.
Sure it is. Yeah, we you know, we just wanted what Travis wanted and what's best for him and all that kind of stuff. It's been a stressful 48 hours trying to get the stuff. He just had so many good options that you know, it just made the decision very, very difficult. But every time we got stressed with it, we try to step back and just remember how blessed Travis was to have all those options, and we were thankful for, you know, all the coaches that spent time with him. But yeah, we're really excited. I mean, you know, ultimately Travis decided that his legacy so far has been in Kentucky, and I think he wants it to stay in Kentucky right now. So that was his decision. He was excited about putting Kentucky across his chest when he wakes up every morning, and that made me happy. So we're just really happy for him.
Now, I've been told that this was always a lifelong dream for Travis to go to the University of Kentucky. How much truth is there to that?
You know, when he was little, he always dreamed of playing at Rupp and playing for Kentucky. So I think most kids in Kentucky, that's the automatic dream. So that, you know, I think there's truth to that for sure. I think he got a little clouded and confused with the courtship of all the other schools because they were so good, such good schools. I mean, like, and such good coaches that were, you know, trying to get him to come. So, like, I think, you know, but at the end of the day, I think he got what he wanted. I think, you know, he's dreamed of playing for Kentucky, and, you know, he thinks he can go in there and he's going to be able to compete and help Kentucky win. And at the end of the day, he says that's all he's worried about is helping Kentucky win. So we're, you know, I think there's some truth to that.
There you go. Now, you as a dad, of course, this is a good 3.5 hour drive. How often are you going to be up at Kentucky?
You know, I mean, we'll obviously be up there anytime we can to try to watch him play, and if he needs stuff, we'll try to be up there and back and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, we got 3 kids that are going to be back in Lyon County and coaching basketball. You know, that keeps you pretty busy and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be there anytime we can possibly be there, for sure. We definitely won't shy away from a road trip. So.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot here because that, you know, of course, there's always rumors and everything like that. What are your plans for next year?
After this season?
After this season.
I'm going to be right here coaching Lyon County. I put a lot of time and sweat and work into all those kids, not just the ones that are going to be graduating, but, you know, the kids behind those guys are extremely talented, and those guys have all gotten better at a dramatic rate. Because they're good athletes and they're working hard, but because we're pouring into them too. And, you know, the buck's not going to stop whenever these boys graduate. There's more horses in the stable, I guess you could say, that I'm pretty excited about continuing to coach. So that's my plan.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, the thing is, I know I put you on the spot with that question, but, you know, you hear so many people, oh, no, he'll leave after this year. And, you know, that's the reason that I wanted folks to hear that out of your mouth. And, Now, of course, like I said, you've got a big season coming up, and I've talked to every one of the seniors today. We'll have an interview that we'll put up later with them. But one of the goals this year is not just one, but 2 state championships. And your thoughts on their goals and your goals as a coach?
I think these guys are definitely hungry for that. You know, I sensed it like in the locker room after we lost to GRC by 4 last year in the state tournament. Like those guys were hungry right then for this year. So, but I tell you, like what I'm kind of seeing that I haven't necessarily seen in the past is, you know, like our older guys are hungry for it, but I think now our younger guys are hungry for it. Like they've got a little taste of being there, and they've got a little taste of that, and I think they've got a little confidence that they can play, you know, that they can play with those guys. So now I think I see that we got some younger guys that are hungry for it too, and so, you know, I'm hopeful that that's going to be a, you know, a real dangerous combination with everybody on the same page. But that's our goal. We love to win every game. We love to win the regional championship, and we love to win the state tournament and the All-A state tournament both. We're definitely shooting for that. We're definitely shooting for that. We feel like anything less than cutting the nest down at Rupp is going to be disappointment this year. Like we haven't been that way in the past, but we collectively as a group feel like that's a united theme.
There you go. And now I was talking with Brady and Jack there a few minutes ago. You guys have been fortunate to have Corey to train this team and all the work that they've done at Lake Barkley, and just the sheer size of these guys from this year to last. And we was talking about the photo up on the Jumbotron up there, and you know how much bigger Travis is this year. How do you think that is equating into making him a better player?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you know, the consensus amongst most of the coaches that have been recruiting Travis is his body's gotten college ready. You know, he's strong. He's still got to improve his quickness and stuff like that, but his body's ready. Like he's, you know, Coach Tom and Corey at CrossFit, like they work these guys like crazy. Corey works Travis after hours, around the clock, all the time. He's been his guy, and you know, Coach Tom every day in practice. Like best thing I ever did. First telephone call I made after Keith Mansion, whenever I took the job, was Coach Tom. You know, he goes through all the core, all the weightlifting with these guys every day at practice, and it's been a difference maker, and it has been since the second year that we were coaching here. And those guys are 100% the ones that should be credited for that. They're Corey and Tom. They're awesome, but they've gotten these guys. You can look at Travis and Brady and Jack Reddick and Luke. I mean, all these guys, these younger guys. I mean, they are, you know, their bodies are where their bodies need to be, right. And you know, that's really exciting for us as a team because it just makes us better.
Absolutely. And I'm still trying. I'm waiting on him to get up here. He's trying, but I mean, of course, he you know, he's the man of the hour, and we definitely want to get him. So Chad's got a question here for you real quick.
Not so much of a question, but more of a statement. Tom had told me during this process, let me get my feedback out of here. Tom had told me during this process, you had a total hands-off approach almost by consensus of Travis. Now, where I'm from, West Coast, inner cities, I've been a part of a couple of these where there's one parent in the home, and they're in on the process. So I guess I don't have a question, but talk to us about kind of how as a dad that took place.
So from the very beginning, you know, we tried to not influence Travis, especially with Kentucky. Like my wife and I both graduated from Kentucky and are Kentucky fans. So for Travis to be able to make the right decision for him and to go through the recruiting process the way it's meant to be done, you know, it needed to be middle of the road from us. And we took that approach the whole time with him, like not trying to influence him to Kentucky especially, but not trying to influence him anywhere. Like Travis has a track record of making very good decisions. He's a good decision maker, and so I decided that, you know, this is Travis's decision. Once we drop him off in May, then he's going to be the one there the next day. And when things get really, really hard and, you know, his back's against the wall, like he's the one that's got to rely on. He made that decision and nobody else. And so, you know, luckily Travis was able to do that. But that is true. Like we we tried to not influence Travis at all. We wanted him to make the best decision possible for him. 100%.
Now, I'm going to follow this question up. This is a trick question. I'll just go ahead and tell you now. Would you have been disappointed if he had chosen another SEC team or any of them other teams up there, even a little bit?
No, not at all. I wouldn't have been disappointed at all. Like, you know, every one of those options that he had left were great options, and you can make a case for why every one of those was the best option for Travis. We sat there and did it. We sat at the kitchen table for 7 hours last night, went to bed without the decision made, woke up this morning and he made the decision at 10 minutes after 9. But we made a case for every single school of why that was the place that he should go whenever he was trying to balance everything. So whatever he would have picked, his entire family would have been supportive of that 100%. No, not at all.
And that's the best answer right there. I mean, of course, none of us had any idea. You and I talked about this Thursday night at Crittenden County, and I mean, he literally had not made that decision, and that's something that we talked about. You know, that at that time he didn't even know.
He didn't make the decision until this morning at 10 minutes after 9, so he did not know.
Well, did he tell the family immediately when he made the decision, or did he make y'all sweat it out a little bit?
No, he told us whenever he thought that he thought that he was where it needed to be. He told us and told the family, and we were supportive of it. So, yep.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Ryan, thank you so much. And, folks, this is Coach Ryan Perry from Lyon County. And, again, we really appreciate everything that you do and all the help that you give us. And, again, appreciate you. So good luck this season. And now we'll try and get Travis up here. We're going to try and rein him in. How you doing, bud?
Oh, man.
I tell you what, I'm going to bring this man right here on too. Your thoughts on Travis's decision, because this folks is Lyon County fan number one. Introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Brandon Crady. I graduated in class of 2010, and this is, watching Travis do his thing for all these years. And I remember his first game. We played, if I believe it was Caldwell County, crosstown rivals. And I remember it was like a tie game, a few seconds left, shoots the free throws like it was just nothing. And so it's like this picture that I've seen before. It says a boy, a ball, a dream. And it's this little boy, sleeping, dreaming, and he's wearing a Kentucky jersey, and he's dunking. So this is, it's incredible. Like, you don't even have words for it.
Exactly. How crazy is that? I mean, and of course, did you think in your mind when we come in here today that he was going to say the University of Kentucky?
It was my prayer, I'll be honest. I mean, of course, being a lifelong Kentucky fan, watching them and, going to Kentucky games. I mean, being the ball boy for the Cats once was incredible too. And that's against when Tayshaun Prince hit 7 threes in North Carolina, I think it was. So my sister went to school there, my dad went to school there, and my brother-in-law went to school there. So being from Kentucky, you bleed blue. I mean, this couldn't get any better than this.
And like I said, I know you're at every game. I've seen you on the road. I've seen you here. And like I said, that wasn't an understatement. You're the number one Lyon County fan. And, like I said, when you come up here, I thought, well, I'll bring you on. We'll talk to you real quick, get your thoughts on it, because that's a perspective of somebody that's watched Travis grow up and play every game that he's played. I mean, you've seen as many games as his dad has.
I mean, you just don't even have words for it. I mean, for a kid from a small school. I mean, if you're in a big school, it's different. But when you're in a small community like this, don't blink. You'll miss it.
Yeah.
And people are just like, my God. And then you watch this kid. He's not only is he just a great basketball player, but he's just an incredible person, and you just can't ask for a better, human being.
One of the words that I use most to describe Travis Perry, and I'll get your thoughts on this, is humble. This is one of the most humble human beings that there is. I mean, he is not somebody, he doesn't get out and hot dog it, anything like that. He is very humble. He's also very driven and very determined. But your thoughts, what's your adjective that describes him the way that, that you would the best?
Well, like you said it, humble. Like whenever you see some players, they, get hot dog and, they get in each other's faces and do this and that. That's not Travis. Like he does his talking with the ball. And he just, is a very a humble, human being, but it's just, he does his talking with the ball, and that's it. Like, you don't even have any more words for that. Like, when you see it all the time, it's just incredible.
Yeah, Chad's trying to motion for him. We're trying to get him up here. But I mean, like I said, I just wanted to talk to you. I was glad that you come up behind me there and I seen you, because like I said, I know this team is important to you, and I know it's important to this community, and we'll see it this year. This gymnasium will be more full than it ever has been ever. So that's one of those things. Season ticket sales are up. Business is good at Lyon County.
I would say so. I mean, graduating from, Lyon County in 2010 and playing for Lyon County, when you see something like this, it doesn't just come around. I mean, you go to a bigger school, it's common, but here, and getting this kind of, it's just amazing. Like, you don't even have any more words to describe it. It's, this is a small community. Everybody's got each other's backs. Everybody supports each other. And like I said,
yeah. He say, look at the camera.
Don't blink in Lyon County. You'll miss it. But he's just an incredible person. It's just this is a dream come true, not only just for him, but for us Kentucky fans as well.
There you go. Well, like I said, we're still trying to get his attention, get him up here. He is currently taking photographs, and hopefully we can get him on in here now.
He's the man of the show.
So definitely the man of the hour. My man, I appreciate you stopping by.
Yes, sir.
And,
thank you.
Anything you want to tell the folks out there on West Kentucky Sports Network?
Come to Lyon County. You're not going to miss it. If you miss it, this is what you're going to see with this kid and his teammates. Nothing like it, I promise you.
It's going to be incredible, isn't it?
Incredible. That's an understatement.
There you go. All righty, buddy. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully, like I said, we can get him up here. I see Brandon's caught him now, so we might see him in a week or two, because you know how Brandon is.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So we'll. Okay. We'll have him up here in just a second. If I can get his attention, maybe. Okay, we got him working this way now. As they're ready to start breaking down, so we got to start breaking down here in just a minute. But we'll get him up here real quick. Man, congratulations on this decision. I know that when I talked to you Thursday night, you had no idea. And I mean, you were, and that's the thing, you were completely honest with me. And I was even, I even told you this after we got off camera. I was trying to see if we get a reaction from naming one of those names, and you never cut a smile, nothing. I mean, just straight face. And then we're told that decision actually came this morning about 10 after 9. So let's talk about your decision to go to the University of Kentucky.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was just, it felt right. It's one of those things where you're going, you want to go somewhere that you feel happy and feel like you made the best decision, and this was one of those cases. I feel like it's the best decision for me to be able to continue playing basketball in the great state of Kentucky and for the great fans and just live out a dream.
Now, what was the thing that you would say when when you're writing down the pros and cons of each one of these colleges? What is the thing that you say put you over the top, that made you say this morning when you got up and you made this decision, it's the University of Kentucky? What was that major thing?
Yeah, obviously the level of basketball there, you're getting to compete against future pros every single day, so that just elevates you, and getting to play in front of great fans, but also it just felt like home from the beginning. They were very welcoming, told us really to come back anytime we wanted, just be up there, basically like we were a part of the team already. So that's something that's been big and very important.
Now, of course, the team will change between now and next year. But from what you've seen of the kids that you think will still be there next year, do you have anybody that you're excited that you're going to be playing with?
I mean, obviously, it's really fun to get to have the opportunity to play with Reed. He's a guy we played together a long time ago, and he does a lot of great things on the basketball court. A guy that everybody wants to play with. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. But there will also be a lot of guys there, that are really good basketball players. So it's really going to be fun to hopefully win a lot of games up there.
And of course, we was talking about how much you've changed this year. You've gotten more muscular, a lot bigger, and more athletic this year from working out with Corey and them down at Lake Barkley. How important has that been for you working out down there?
Yeah, it's really important, to get to go down there and get good workouts in and get good results. That's something, for athletes like ourselves, it's something that's you've got to do. You've got to take any edge you can get, and so it's really important.
Now, speaking of an edge and being competitive, this season, this is your senior year. Now, of course, I've interviewed all the other seniors, separately, and as I said earlier, those will go up later. Your thoughts on what you've seen so far during the preseason, getting ready to go into scrimmages. What have you seen that you really, really like about this Lyon County Lions team, and something that you're seeing in these guys that maybe you haven't seen in other years?
Yeah, obviously we've had good basketball players for a good run here, guys that really know how to play the game the right way and for each other. But the main thing this year is just the competitive nature we have. When you get to this point where it's kind of like do or die, you really figure out a way to scrap and claw and figure it out. And I feel like that's what we're doing. We've had some really competitive practices, and honestly, we're really ready to get to go against somebody besides ourselves. So that's something that just the competitiveness that our team's playing with is really good.
Now, of course, a lot of the guys have said the main goal this year is not only the state championship, but also the All-A state championship. Speak to that.
Yeah, definitely. All-A is something that it's a great opportunity for us. The smaller schools in the state can go compete against each other. And this year there will be a lot of good smaller schools. So that's something that, we've had our eyes on it for 6 years. And so this year we feel like so that's our goal. That's one of our goals.
And I tell you, of course, I know you still got some folks here waiting to get pictures with you and everything. So we'll wrap this up here really quick. But anybody, and actually Chad says he has a question for you, so we'll let him ask his question.
Just around the question. First, it's been a pleasure watching you last year. This is my first season out here at Western Kentucky, and looking forward definitely to this season. I'm going back to maybe the little guys, in a few years that might get a chance to take a recruiting trip. Was there anything that stood out to you in different schools that made you say, hey, maybe this might be a good spot for me because of this? Or, you go to another spot like, oh, wait a minute, there's something else that might be good here for me, other than UK.
Yeah. I mean, definitely all the places have great facilities, great things at your fingertips. Some of them have really good training rooms. Some of them have really good strength and conditioning. Really, there was a lot that you go to and you're like, wow, that's really cool there. But it just kind of felt like, obviously at the Division I level, everybody has nice resources. So yeah, there was a lot of those things that just kind of pop, and you're like, that's really neat, or that'd be a really cool resource to have for sure.
Now, have you let these other coaches know yet?
Yeah, yes sir. Yeah. Called them before, kind of just thanked them all. I'm really, those have been good relationships I've had. All these Final Five schools was just really schools that were, I mean, their coaches, I loved them a lot. They were, still do. They're great people, great coaches, and they made me feel very welcome also. So it's just kind of respect that I have for them. And then also I know that all these programs will have great years. So we'll still be keeping up with them even throughout.
Anybody? Was there any of the coaches that were just like, "Oh man, come on"?
I mean, most of them were disappointed. Yeah, for sure, disappointed. But they respect the decision, and then they also they know that if you feel like that's what's best for you, then that's what you need to do. So that's kind of the memo I got from them.
Now. Hello, I'm Tom Ward, and we thank you once again. Have a great and prosperous day.